Hello, welcome. Today we got a game of Component Wars as our standard format and on this brand new map. This map is really cool. So this was made by a resident in our Discord member, Sage, and it features 4 teams as normal and teams of 8. And it is a custom made, beautiful volcanic island here. So every single thing was custom made. He traced this. Notable features include there is some cotton on both sides, some psychoid leaves, but honestly pretty scarce for materials overall. Anyways, let's just jump right into it. So first game here, and it's just gonna be me casting today. We are off. On teams in purple, we do have Raptor and Zeus. For red side, we have Aragon and Knight. Yellow, we have Gassy P and Sage. And then blue, we have Lion and Ray. So we're going to see a lot of aggression right off the bat because there's these critical points here where there's cotton and psychoid leaves. Psychoid leaves give you pretty much a pain reduction if you turn them into T, so lots of contested materials right in the middle, and we're going to see for both sides here. Interesting enough though, red looks like they're going for minerals right off the gate. Same with yellow, and no one going for any of the contested spots here, but all the psychoid leaves have been drained instantly by purple, and I'm kind of curious how they're going to go about this. We also have Sage in chat, a different Sage from the channel as well. Lovely to see you, Sage. Yeah, so this is going to be a really interesting match because they're going to drain these mineral nodes really quickly. And then after that, the question is, what do you do? Now, there's components in the center pocket, but there's really not that much you can do in terms of steel. Like, there's a small vein on the back, there's a small vein on your side. But after that, you just have to get right into the middle pocket. So this map is probably going to see a lot of aggression. And right off the bat, we do see red team here. This is Aragon and Knight. And they're going to get their machining table up. They're going for bolt action rifles. And they also have the smithy. I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see some knives coming out for them as well. This team, we're going to see... Oh, plate armor. I saw that pop up right as I clicked off. Interesting. We are going to see teams here make very aggressive strategies. Look at this. There's even a wall going up right away. So I have a feeling this one is not going to go for the full 2 days. We're going to see a lot of death, and it's going to be really interesting. We do see Raptor here, and Raptor and Zeus, and they're going for a very open base design. They're utilizing that wood. They're getting a generator up, I believe, here, and they're going to start to go for the long haul. This is going to be interesting to see if actually caring about mood management and food makes sense on a map where aggression is so prevalent. No one has touched the con nodes yet, so that's still a feature available, and that could feed into teams getting flak vests, which are one of the best armor pieces that you can get. So as we start to see teams start to get their base designs up, Aragon and Knight are completely ignoring any sort of base. They actually get a turret up right away to prevent some aggression, and that's kind of cheeky too, because this could easily shoot Sage if he pushes up a bit. And they are going for the 2 machine tables, so they're going to try to get some bolt actions out ASAP. They're going to completely ignore any sort of base, and they're going to go for aggression. Now, you might think this is the way to do it, but the problem is if you do that and maybe you take out one team, there's still 2 other teams, and you might take some attrition during that. So full out aggression isn't always the best way to go about this. The game time limit is 2 days. We start though 8 hours into day 1. So we're going to end here on the 8th of April, May at hour 0. I highly doubt this one will get there. So general duration usually... Oh, when they move the turret up, so it's actually shooting Sage. Does he realize this? Oh, that's brutal, and his plastile's going to rip through him. Anyways, what I was saying is this one will highly unlikely get to day 2. But in terms of real world time, the games last about 20 minutes. On a long end, you can see 25, pushing 30 if there was lag. But for the most part, this one I suspect is going to be a 20-minute game. We're going to see teams quickly prioritize getting their components mined out, get some weapons up, and it looks like Aragon and Knight are right into the center pocket. They wasted no time at all, and they're going to start collecting components. Shirt says, likes this HUD better than the old one. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you did. I did see a few people commented on the HUD, and we'll keep making small adjustments. I do want to cover certain parts of the HUD, just because there's lots of kind of clutter. And you don't need to see, you know, schedule animals, assign work, all of that. Especially when we get to a tournament setting, we actually need this blank area so we can put information on it. You know, what teams versus who, what's the score. So while it's a little bit empty right now, we do need to have that blank area where we can do it. But that doesn't mean I can't tweak it. I can't minimize, make it bigger, and I am listening to suggestions. So I want to make sure that the HUD is as useful and aesthetically pleasing as possible as we start getting. I bet this is a turret. Oh, and an autocannon turret from these gentlemen. Disgusting. Oh, this is gonna zone Knight off completely here. Oh, you know what? I'm wrong. They're taking their resources. They already zoned Yellow off. Yellow's had to pull back. Sage and Gassy P are completely retreated. And look at this. These greedy bastards. They're gonna take over their complete mine node here. Get all of the steel, all of the components. And it's that simple plasteel mini turret that allowed that. They still have access to Psychoid here too. Cotton hasn't been touched. And right now, it's looking like there's quite the lead for Aragon and Knight. And some bolt actions are slowly going to be coming out here too. Now, they will be slow to make them. When you make something outside, you take a work speed penalty. So they won't be quick, but they certainly will have weapons. And since they didn't make any base, they're going to have those up pretty quick. Lots of components are again built up here already. 86 potential. Looks like Yellow is coming back. Sage is walking up. He wants some of the steel, but Knight has a rifle. Knight's not going to let them get away with this. And now they're running for the hills, but oh, nice. It misses. That's big for them. This is painful. This is really painful for them right now. Red has essentially taken over both sides. Now, they are eating raw food, though. This could backfire. If you get food poisoning, this will be really, really bad because that's going to be for the whole day. And I think they're fine so far. That was just a raw mood penalty, but not too bad. Let's take a look at the other teams, though. Very standard setup here. I do hear shooting. I think that's just north. Oh, no. Raptor got a bolt action up, and he is actually shooting into Lion. Lion and Ray are running for their life right now. Looks like Zeus is just kind of getting the base ready. They are getting some bolt actions as well. Bolt actions being the premier weapon on the rim. And Raptor's just going to keep up the pressure. The problem here is Lion doesn't have any weapons up. They did get all of their steel and components, so they do have enough to make something. And looks like they are going to go for a machine pistol. Would have been nice if they could get a turret, but the bolt action would also outrange the turret, so it's a little bit moot in that sense. Although base is up, they have moods stabilized for the most part. And there's only one gentleman with a rifle here holding them in, so it's just going to be a matter of time before they can get that pistol operational and fight back. More rifles coming out, though, for purple. And looks like right now Raptor and Zeus are going to be the team that's dominant on the bottom half of the map. On the top half of the map, it is certainly the opposite. There is a very dominant team here. But they don't have a base up and operational, so we do see the autocannon. They do have lots of pressure with turrets as well. Hard to push in, but on the flip side, mood. Aragon and Knight are two of the most strategic players on our whole roster, but they always forget mood. And I've seen it come back and bite them a few times. Now, what is this? Oh, Gassy P has a spear and he's going to attack Knight. He runs away. Oh, he lost a middle finger, but that's fine. It looks like he's just, he's trying to get back to them a little bit for all the wounds they took. I think, are they just pumping out spears? This is a very interesting strategy by Gassy P and Yellow Team. They're going for a bit of a spear rush. Haven't seen that before. Definitely not the play typically into an autocannon, but hey, you know what? It did push them off the steel veins. So there actually was some value extracted, and he only lost a finger for it. On the bottom half, blue is still kind of caged in a little bit. Looks like purple has relieved the pressure. But look at this. Oh, so Knight went up for the cloth, and now there's some aggression here. Raptor's trying to zone him off from this cloth depot right here. They did manage to clear out most of it, and he was trying to pick it up. There's a big pile right there, but looks like they're not going to get away with that cloth node. Now, if Knight and Aragon want another cloth node, they have to go all the way to the west side of the map. And that could be risky when there's a lot of spears on the Gassy P squad here. So I'm definitely curious to see how this is going to develop. Looks like we're having a little bit of stuttering here. I'm just trying to see if that's someone in particular. Not sure why, but that's fine. Sometimes it just works itself out. Sage says in chat, Spear has a guaranteed 50% AP. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. So maybe that's the play if they do get this steel armor ever made. Oh, and they actually deconstructed their smithy, so they are no longer interested in building a steel armor, it looks like. As we start to get to the night hour 20 of day 2, or day 1, I guess, but transitioning into day 2, we are going to need to see these teams start to prioritize mood. Right now, Aragon and Knight do have a very strong lead, but what they don't have is they don't have any beds. They're still eating food raw. This could easily cause food poisoning, which will backfire big time. And these guys could go into night of day 2 and be in a really bad spot because they weren't taking care of their needs. So let's see if they start to do that as they get a big component lead. On the bot side for the dominant team, Purple, they have a beautiful barracks set up, big base, lots of space here. Machine pistols, bolt actions, cloth, they got the Psychite T. These guys, they're ready. They have a lot of war stuff set up. I think there was a turret they were trying to build. Aragon spotted it and walked up and destroyed it before it was built, so that was a good call by him. And Blue is fighting back. Ray's pushing up with a machine pistol. Machine pistol will destroy the bolt action at short to medium range. Raptor is pulling back a little bit. He might try to get a shot off. No, he's just going to go tend his wounds. And they do have the T in their system, so that will help, but quite a few shots there. And Blue has a good base. Mood stable. Not much food, but yeah, they get their weapons up. They're still completely in this. They are a bit steel starved, and they made way too much steel furniture here. All of this could have been turned into weapons. And the drug lab you actually don't need. So if you're not aware, if you're trying to make... you do need if you're trying to make yayo. Interesting. And they do have it. Well, we could see some hard drugs coming out. And yayo will destroy Psychite T. I was going to say, you actually only need a campfire if you're making Psychite T. But if you're trying to make yayo, you definitely need the drug lab. And that could be big. That could actually be really massive if the drug lab does get made. Looks like Knight and Aragon are starting to think about falling back and fortifying 2 auto cannons. Look at this. These guys want to make the Helm's Deep all over again. If you haven't seen them play before, Knight and Aragon like to get a big lead right in the start of the game, then shore up and turtle up on a defensive point. Now, that can work, but you do lose if all your pawns go down. So, issue here could be that they don't eat, they don't sleep, but they start to have berserk breaks, mental breaks, catatonic, all sorts of crap like that, and that can take them out of the game really fast. I wonder what they're working on right now. There's a sniper rifle coming out, so they want to try to get a few more weapons in the mix.
Apologies for the interruption. Lion is having internet issues. He may be backing out here shortly.
Okay, is that why we keep stuttering? Is it Lion?
That's why we've been stuttering this whole time, yeah.
Alright.
For some strange reason, as soon as I started playing with you guys, my Wi-Fi started to crash for no big reason.
Alright, is this what this same has happened last time, right? Are you in game right now, or are you out and it's lagging us?
I left.
Okay.
Cool, I'm out of here. Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, this is annoying.
All good. Why don't you see if you can look into if it gets fixed or stable and jump in the next one if it gets figured out, alright?
I have tried that already. I don't understand what has happened. As soon as I left it, it's just...
All good. I just want to keep the game going here, so I'm going to hop into high cancel and we're going to just unpause. Does Hey Ray know he's going to have to play for 2?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's going to be annoying.
Well, you just hop in the chat. You can follow along and talk with him. I'm going to get the game started again, though, alright?
Alright.
Alright, we're back. We shouldn't have any more lagging issues now. Sorry about that. Looks like one of our players was having some Wi-Fi problems, but that should be resolved. So we were seeing a little bit of stuttering earlier, but I think it should be buttery smooth at this point. Now, this is a classic strategy. What you do is you place a forward steel mini turret and you get some power lines running to it. You can use this to zone people off of certain areas, especially if you put it behind a little stone embankment. Hunting rifles can outrange it, but they can't outrange it if you have to, you know, walk up to an awkward spot. Plus, that leaves the other team open to maybe take some pot shots. There is a whole component node and steel node that has not been mined out right now. And if I were purple, I actually would start to look at maybe pushing up to this node here and trying to zone red off this, because red right now is getting free reign of their steel node. They've already completely juiced all the components off this wall. And I'd be a little bit worried about red getting a bit greedy and pushing into my components and my steels. So I think maybe purple should think about grouping up, get some bolt actions, get some covering fire, get him like a turret placed here, you know, more of a forward posture, and you could probably zone them off that whole node with just a little bit of gunfire. With that being said, though, look at this. Knight and Airgun are really starting to fortify that middle pocket. And this is where they need to drop off the components by day 2. So they're going to get power up and operational. They're going to have the 2 autocannons. They even have one over here. And they're going to be really, really hard to push out of this posture. Now, the question is, will they have enough components to win? Sure, they have been absolutely killing it so far, components. But the mother load of all the components is in the center pocket here. And looks like purple's not going to go down without a fight. They're going to really start to mine up a lot here and maybe push in. We still do have blue in the back pocket. Blue is really caring about mood. And this might seem silly right now if other teams are getting a lead. But blue's going to come into day 2. They're going to have pretty much next to 0 mental breaks. And they do have one secret. They have the yayo. Now, if you don't know about yayo, this gives you an absolute massive, massive, massive pain reduction. It helps with your mood too, helps with sleep, and honestly, 1% OD chance, pretty low. This is going to be possibly a game breaker. Now, if you don't know what I mean, you could have a pawn on Yayo with a knife that's just taking bullet wounds left and right, and they're not going to drop their movement speed unless a body part gets shot. So that's how essentially pain tolerance works, is it starts to lower your manipulation, speed, all of that, the more pain you take. But if you're not taking pain and you're not taking bullet wounds to your appendages that are required for movement, your pawn will keep running. So you can essentially have super soldiers coming in. Now, definitely the underdogs right now, Gassy P and Sage. Very interesting strategy, the Field Smithy double tool cabinet in the Daylilies. Haven't seen this one before. Looks like they're going for a bit more of a medieval strategy. So we're going to see some plate armor and spears coming out on yellow. They do have a machining table. They were thinking about building 2, but these guys are starved on materials. What happened is they got shoved off of this whole pocket by red team, and now they're in wooden plate armor and steel spears. So he did get some components though. Looks like he was able to grab a few, and Gassy P here with the what a legend, honestly. The wooden plate armor and a steel spear, and this is tribal warfare. Now, they do still have a pocket of steel components here, and looks like blue hasn't touched their northern pocket either. So there's still lots of potential for them to come back in this game. It's going to be difficult, though. We do see some cloth built up for sure, and where are they working on? Looks like some burkas. That's a very interesting call. I don't know if the burka is considered a competitive piece of cloth clothing, or these guys are trolling me right now. It's awful. Oh my god. But they're gonna look cool. They're gonna look really cool. I'm gonna give them that. I'm gonna make another burka. Let's take a look at the stats in the burka just to confirm. So the burka provides 10% sharp protection, a little bit of heat resistance, negligible cold and heat protection, and negative 0.4 movement speed. So I'm not sure if this is the item that I would make if I were trying to win the game, but damn, do they look good. All right, let's see what other people are doing with their cloth. On this side, sniper rifle made from from red, sorry. These guys are certainly a little more try hard, and oh, they're going after the wood armor tribe. Yellow's getting pushed back once again. They have the sniper, they have the bolt actions, and they're running pretty quick right now. And they do have Psychite T in their system as well. So Aragon and Knight are in a very commanding spot, especially with that sniper rifle made. They have the range, they have the distance, they can zone teams. And yeah, they might be in a spot here to take this game. Purple's going for the religious victory. Very true, very true. And yes, Sage, there are layers. But come on. Don't try to make this a rational pick. We both know that the Burka is not providing the tactical advantage that even a Duster would. Slight advantage, very slow AP. On the side of the mood and happiness, you know, the drugs are done here for these gentlemen on blue. They are going to work on some machine pistols, and I like this. If you're going to go for a team that's going to smoke like a lot of crack, your best way to fight these matches actually probably would be get machine pistols. Machine pistols are a great weapon. They have a really, really strong impact short range, and the only issue is getting to short range, and they have that nailed down because the Yayo is going to help them get there. Looks like Raptor is getting some fire here. Ray is running up. Does Ray have anything in his system? He doesn't, but those shots, all 3 misses, unlucky. Raptor's going to pull back with the rifle, and it looks like just a small skirmish there. Bit of a dogfight, but Ray 1 or Ray 2 and Ray 3 are coming back. Raptor's outnumbered a little bit. He does need some backup. Does he have T in his system? No. Oh, he does, but he's severely wounded. So this is not the pawn you want to hold down the position. You want someone that's a bit healthier that can take a shot, because Raptor could just get shot once here, and he will drop. Now, they do have a steel mini turret. Ray 2 pushing up. Ray 2 got shot. Pretty big hit there, too. Took out half of his HP. Raptor did take some shots in return. Ray 2 can't push up here, though, because that turret is right around the corner. What is he going to do? He's going to get a little tendon. Purple could easily push one more pawn up and probably just take him right off there. We'll see what they do, though. They do have another machine pistol here. And Ray 4, Ray 5, everyone's going in. Ray's getting some shots. Oh, and he places the turret up. What are they going to do? Ray 4 and 5 don't have weapons. They're actually just going to go and punch the turret. And this is an awful strategy. We're seeing some peak gameplay here today. It looks like they are going to take the weapons of their comrades and make sure they finish Raptor. They're going for some aggression. Raptor work is geared up and kitted for battle, and he has the machine pistol, and he has that extra 10% sharp resistance, so I think he might have the damage here to hold them off. I've never seen a firefight like this in Rimworld PvP before, that's certain. Now, they do have the number advantage. Raptor pops out the door and goes for a quick sucker punch on Ray 3. Interesting. Looks like they're going to push up with the Burka as the front line here and the rest behind them. Not a bad strategy whatsoever. They're actually taking him down. Look at this. It's the Terminator, the Burkinator. He's just working his way through these pawns as he takes them down. And I think that's pretty much it for blue. Blue has 2 pawns left, but not too much in. They forgot to take their Yayo. That's the big issue here. They had the drugs the whole time, and their soldiers were not they were not prepared for that one. Now, it does look like they're going to tend their wounds for purple. They're going to lick their wounds and maybe get back to it. Now, the question is, can anyone beat red currently? Aragon and Knight have a immense lead on components. They are absolutely entrenched here. They're going for 4 autocannons, I think. And yeah, it's going to be curious to see if anyone can catch up. There's 12 in-game hours, so that's about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. And yellow is still not out of this. Now, Gassy P has been working. He has his wood armor here, and let's take a quick look at the wood armor. A 50% sharp actually is not bad, and it slows you down just twice as much as a Burka, so compared to a Burka, the wooden plate armor actually is not a bad decision. There's definitely some tech here that I have not seen before, and oh, I'm missing a fight. Looks like Ray 6 is shot a lot, but he has the Yayo. He's not going to drop until he's dead. And yeah, they actually do drop him here, and interesting, he's a trauma savant. Looks like one of those shots to the brain actually made him a little bit stronger. On the north side here, Aragon is pushing up into a turret. This is an accident, I'm sure of, because he was just face tanking a mini turret. But some wounds there for sure. He's probably not happy about that. And this is a reason why turrets can be pretty useful. He just got some zone control there, essentially, by just having that down. So the 4 autocannons are going to be pretty much impossible for anyone to get through. I guess they're using a little mini turret as the 4th one. So the question here now for red is, how do we get as many components as possible? But I guess I'm mistaken. The real question for red is, how do we make this a sustainable, eco-friendly volcanic island for the future? And they're getting the rice planted right now, and that's very ecologically responsible of them. So applause to red team for that. We do see him crawling back, Aragon 2, after taking a few shots at the mini turret, and that one did not go well. Currently, Raptor is enjoying a nice tea in his Burka. This is the Burkinator right now, and he's going to be pretty hard to take down, you know. With that 10% sharp resistance, this man is an absolute menace. Does blue have any chance of getting back in this? Absolutely not. No, blue is out of this, and yellow has actually decided that blue's base is their base. So we're going to see yellow trying to get whatever they can right now across the map. Now, who is really in this? Red has not fought pretty much anyone except for yellow, who they've been having this superior technological advantage on, so they're not too wounded. We still do have purple in it, kind of. So they do have some weapons, and it looks like he's actually shooting Sage here. That's a real shame, because Sage is just binging on Psychite. He's not wishing violence on anyone, and blue team or purple team will take down Sage pretty quick. Now, let's take a quick look at components to see how teams are. So, blue is completely out. Blue has lost the game. Yellow is still in it, but there's Psychotic Wandering for half their team. Purple is still certainly in it, and they're doing great. They have the turrets. And then our number one contender, of course, is the Fortress. Minas Tirith, if you will. This is going to be incredibly 200 components. They know they have the lead in this one. I really am not sure how they're going to break this any other team, but red team has not been contested much this game. They got the good rush, and no one is going to crack this. This is like an absolute fortress right now. Now, they have not been sleeping. They have not been eating. There is a slight chance that a few lucky berserk breaks take out red, but right now red is looking pretty uncontested. On yellow team, it's looking a lot more like an infirmary than a warforce. Quite a few people sleeping wounded on the ground too, albeit there's so much wood here. You could easily make the beds, but this is the sleeping quarters, and this is where they will sleep, I guess. Right now, their strategy has been the wooden plate armor and the steel spheres, or spears, sorry. Not the most advanced strategy, but is it working? Also, no. So far, as you can see by the trails of blood, they have not been having the greatest of time. Now, with that being said, they have 15 components on their stockpile, and right now, purple only has 11, so yellow could be taking second place, and this game is just about done. We only have a few more minutes. Now, I would be curious what purple's strategy here is. They have about a total of 35 components. They can try to sneak second place. But yellow also has taken up arms, and yellow is going to try to destroy the door, and they're going to get into that yayo, and suddenly with the yayo, there's a chance that they can do something. Now, purple also wants the drugs, of course, and it looks like he's taken a few wounds here, actually. He's missing an eye right now. Let's take a look at what happened. Actually, it looks like it was a nose shot. Kind of looks like his eyes patched up on the forehead there, but maybe not. And there's a bit of a shootout right now. So Raptor versus Sage, and one shot from Sage 2 takes out Raptor across the map. That's it. He was wounded. Only needed one to drop, and there's a lot of wounded men walking around this map right now. It is certainly, it's more like infirmary wars currently. Now, he did snort the yayo, so if you can take a look here, pain 50%, moving quicker, sleep fall rate. So essentially, he is, even though he's wounded, he is a super soldier. Now, I say that, but he is really limping around. Why is he so slow? Bad shot to the torso, possibly. A little malnutrition. The pelvis fractured. Well, Sage picks up another rifle. Sage is going to take another line, and they're going to work their way up. Now we do see Raptor work slowly going up top, and the Burkinator is on the move. This could be the play that we need to see Red get their base cracked open. One man and one mission. Look at this, tactically getting his distance. As he moves up. Now yellow actually is taken over the mines, and they're gonna try to get some components last second. I like the strategy. They've walled themselves in. Raptor does push up a little bit, but that autocannon turret could one-shot him right through that Burka. Now there might be just enough protection from this Burka though to protect him. Let's see if there's a religion protection bonus. And he just lost an ear, but it dodged the head, so it's looking pretty good actually. He takes down Aragon with one shot. No way, right in the eye. Beautiful. He's slowly moving up. Another shot into Knight. Will he hit? Knight grabs sniper rifle. Raptor continues to push up. Relentless advanced. Now against a sniper, how effective is a Burka? That's the real question. I don't think it provides any protection. The sniper has 38% armor penetration, so unfortunately the Burka's 10% protection that it gives is not going to be enough. Let's take a quick double check though. He does have some other layers too. At 10% on the sharp. Button down is another 20. So unfortunately the sniper rifle is going to shoot right through that Burka. Knight is lining up a few more shots. He does have the range. Does Raptor realize this? Ooh, quick miss. He's going to push up. Raptor's pushing up through the dirt. He's going through the shots. He's going to line up a shot. Sniper rifle's going to come in though really quick if he's not careful. Knight goes for another. Will he hit? Nope, another miss, another miss, another miss. The Burkinator is going to pull out. Looks like he is currently dodging everything. I do hear something being destroyed right now. Looks like Smelly P is trying to get out of the den that he walled himself in. Sage is pushing up on the autocannon, but the sniper rifle and the autocannon, this is going to be really tough to push through. He's trying to get some layer down. Look at this. It's the melee rush. They're going for the autocannon. Knight pulls out with his comrade trying to run to safety. And it looks like they're going to successfully take down this autocannon turret. Oh, but it's shooting another one. Now they need to run out of there though. Uh-oh. Oh no. The humanity. Smelly P gets absolutely incinerated by that explosion, but they did manage to get a foothold onto Red's base. We have about 30 seconds, give or take, left of day 2, and this one's about to be over very quickly here. Yellow makes a field hospital. They're going to try to tend up. There is pretty much nothing we can do here. Red is going to take this one very shortly, but it looks like Sage is going to get one more shot in before anything happens. And he gets shot. Unfortunate. He had the yayo there too, so they really did have the advantage in pain tolerance. Let's take a quick look so we can easily determine who's first, second, third. Red is first place, 11-4. Purple, there is absolutely none for blue. That is 0 hours. And it looks like yellow does have 15. So first place is red. Second place is going to go to yellow. Third place is going to go to purple. And last is unfortunately going to be blue. GG. We are going to run back another game really shortly. So we're going to take about a 10-minute intermission. And then we will be right back. So hang out, go get a glass of water, hydrate yourself, and we'll see you in a little bit. Hello. We are back a little bit early. Never a bad problem. Just about a minute left on that timer, so I'll just give it about 30 seconds here before starting. All right, perfect. So, let's just quickly talk about last game before I start this one. And yeah, so Volcanic Island so far has been an absolutely amazing map to watch. So far these games have both been good. Or should I say the first game was really good. I love seeing the different tech that was coming out. We did see Red get advantage by pressing early, getting up that the weapon advantage right away, some turrets. We didn't see any flak vests, and the Yayo wasn't actually that impactful. Now, that doesn't say that it's not going to be. I do think it's going to be the key pick. Get someone in a flak vest and you get them high on Yayo with bolt action. They are going to be a super trooper. Probably take down 2, maybe even 3 pawns by themselves that just have their rifle. With that though, let's go ahead and get started. So, slight shift of pawns this game. I should be unpaused right now actually. Interesting. All right, I'm going to just do a real quick test and figure out what's going on here. All right, we got that figured out and we are off. So it looked like Lion's Wi-Fi was having issues, but game 2 has started. So let's take a quick look. Now, the one person that's going to have to manage all 8 pawns by themselves this game is going to be Gassy P, as his partner is dealing with some lag. Right away, we are seeing teams kind of prioritize these areas, these hot spots, you know, getting the psychoid leaves right away. Getting the cotton so far hasn't been a priority. But they are getting the wood up, and honestly, I would make sure that I get hold of my components if I were playing right now. There are such limited amount of steel and components that it's important to do that. What is this though? Purple team is currently chasing down one of blue team's pawns, and blue has to pull every single pawn here to deal with Padre's aggression. He could pincer them though. Looks like he pulls all pawns off, and he's going to chase down Ray 2 to the end of the world. Yellow team's doing a pretty typical strat. They do go for the cloth though right away. They're gonna caught in, and look at this aggression. Purple team just went out the gate and took out a pawn just by chasing them down, fist and foot in hand. Interesting to see if we're gonna see more and more of that. Looks like a rain has started to fall, so a little bit of a weather condition there that will give people a bit of a negative mood modifier. And yeah, but pretty typical start aside from that. It's not common to see someone go and mug one of the other players right at the start of the game, but they did find someone by themselves and they took advantage of that. All the cloth has been gathered out by purple team. They might take that back soon, and looks like they did get some of the psychoid leaves as well. Red is going for their typical start, so it looks like Aragon and Knight, they found their strategy and they like it. They go for 1 Toxfire generator, double machining table, and get some hunting rifles, but Raptor and Zeus, they are veterans. They're not going to allow this. So just like we saw some shenanigans down bot lane, it's going to be some shenanigans here. But the first turret of the game is made by Aragon and Knight, and that's a massive turret. That's going to give them so much cover right now. And Aragon and Knight are probably going to want to just pump out a few more plasteel turrets, as that is going to be the early game way to... oh, machine table short-circuited. That's unlucky. That's going to be the early game way to get some cover fire down before weapons come out. Now, Zeus needs to be careful here. Anyone on the edge is going to get shot, and they need to cut those trees to make the walls. Looks like they are working through it, though. That Plasto's getting a few more shots in. So far, no more connects. Only one bad hit, and it wasn't too bad, actually. So, Zeus 3 dodges a few shots here, too. Oh, but he's walking out. Just quickly micros him back. Love to see that. Right now, this is going to be the Berlin Wall going on situation, and or North-South Korea. Raptor is mining outside the wall, though. I don't think he realizes that's happening. And Knight's pawn is running up as well. Three of the Knight's pawns are there, and this is something. This is some serious aggression. Raptor has decided to forfeit the pawn. It looks like he's just going to do a last samurai rush at the turret, and he will most certainly be taken out. One of Aragon's pawns also wandered over, and he will be beat up, though. This is going to be a trade, 1-for-1. That turret, though, Zeus 4 needs to pull back. Oh, they have a mining order on that compact machinery, I feel, and that's going to be catching them out here a little bit. So, a little bit of aggression in the start. We did see 3 pawns drop from 3 teams here. The only team that's currently unscathed is Purple. Oh my god, wait, what happened here? It looks like Purple ganged up on Red when he wasn't looking, and he punched a bunch to death. Padre is not building anything. He's just walking around as a street gang of urchins, punching anyone he comes across. This is amazing. And Aragon and Knight have quickly, they're starting to fall apart. They've lost 3 pawns now, and that's massive this early in the game. And they have 1 turret holding it down, but that autocann's pretty far from completion. They have 5 pawns now to make this game work, and god damn, it looks like Padre just absolutely changed the course of this game by ganging up on those 2 pawns in the bot side, and they're going to mine this right out. One weapon is up for Aragon. He wants to get some revenge. He is the Boltash, and he's going to start firing at Padre's pawns. Dog says the swarm. It is swarm indeed. I would be careful if I was Aragon right here, because he might just piss off the swarm of Padres, and they might just go and start a melee war. Oh no, look at this, Aragon and Knight. They've angered the Padres. And the thing is, Padre knows he's going to lose some pawns here. He does not care. Padre is about to just charge in, and look at this. Oh, this is disaster for Red. Just getting ganged up on, and Padre is going to lose this fight for sure, but he's going to cause some serious damage to Red here, and suddenly Aragon and Knight are not looking like the favorite to win this one. They're actually winning. Padre might win the street war. Absolutely crazy aggression. Right now he needs to micro these 2 down to keep punching. He has 2 that are not punching whatsoever. There he goes. They're in the fight. He's currently punching someone who's down actually as well. And this one, Lion Force stands up. Oh my god. Padre just took out Red Team by punching them to death. Absolutely insane. What the hell? And he still has 2 healthy pawns there too. Red is out. Aragon and Knight have just been taken out completely by the Padre swarm. That is amazing. Gangs in New York indeed. Absolute menace there. And you know what? Padre is indiscriminate. He even took out one of Sage's guys earlier too. So this is anyone's game now, except for Red, who has been absolutely brutalized. Now, looks like Aragon did stand up, and he's going to finish off the other Padres. He is not happy about this, I guarantee. Now, Red technically is still in it. If you're not aware, when you get punched to death, you actually only take blunt damage. But look, Zeus is coming to finish the job with a steel chair. Oh, that's so brutal. Zeus sneaks around and just clocks Aragon's last pawn in the head, takes him down. Oh, that was beautiful to see. And now he's going to disconnect this plasteel turret. And I think that's it for Aragon and Knight. They had a small chance. They still maybe could stand up over here, but absolutely crazy gameplay by Padres. And Zeus disconnects the turret, and now Zeus and Raptor are going to be uncontested. They can slow down and worry a little bit less about this one as we start to get through day 1 and into night. Now, I have never seen such level of aggression, this one from the Padre swarm, and Padre is actually still, now he's mining in the center. This is the craziest part. He does need to tend maybe that wound, but I don't even know if he cares. Padre is not bad off. He actually took out a team, wounded another team, and he's still not out of this by any threat. This is absolutely crazy to see, and looks like blue is mobilizing. Look at this. This is the prison shakes. This is the gangs in New York game. Sage has all the knives equipped. They're going for yellow. What are we watching right now? This is peak Rimworld PvP gameplay. Oh my god, they rushed out a bunch of knives, and now yellow, they're gonna need to react. I don't know if they can hold off this many knives, so we're about to see a lot of stabbings. Oh my god, what a game. And look at this, they're just ganging up on everyone right now. Yeah, this is East London, and they're coming to finish up yellow. They saw Padre and they got a bit jealous of all the carnage. There's so many knives. Looks like they completely clear out yellow's base, and yellow's gonna flee to the hills and pray that they don't get chased down here. Blue is looking for any survivors. Oh, and looks like Aragon and Knight did have a few guys stand up, but bad news for them is there's a whole new gang in town. And one of them did pick up a weapon too, and he's putting some bullets down on Knight 4. Now, they are desperately trying to get some weapons up on red team here. They haven't given up. I do respect that quite a bit. And you do stand up from punches. You don't stand up from knife wounds, unfortunately. So yellow is pretty much out of this. But they do have 2 survivors. And these survivors, maybe they rebuild up north. It's going to be really curious here as we see blue wounded. Oh, another guy taken down. And the Padres wounded. And red is licking their wounds. And 2 survivors of yellow. And we don't have a single team right now that has a full healthy squad. Every single team has lost significant members right now. The Bradford Blues versus the Peckenham Padres. Oh, it's going to happen. Look at this. And they took out a pawn early too. Padres ganged up on one. So I have a feeling that Sage is going to want revenge. And they are coming back from the fight victorious. They did have some yayo in their system too. Oh yeah, there was 0 chance they lost that. They had a bunch of men cracked up on yayo with knives. Absolute insanity, big brain strategy here. Every single one of their members was doped up and had a knife in hand. I don't think there was any team that could take them down if they kept pushing that. Now, turrets can be the answer here. Turrets will shred through, and if you go and try to stab the turret, it could blow up and take out a few of your melee pawns. And red is putting up more turrets. They're desperate to get back in this. Looks like Raptor and Zeus are also back in it a little bit. They have 2 survivors from the Great Stabbing, but none of these stab victims are likely to come back to life, that's for sure. Yeah, look at this guy. Oh my god. Oh my god. This man's been brutally stabbed. Holy. Weapons. There's a sniper rifle coming out from Raptors, so maybe they go for some guerrilla warfare with the long range. And an assault rifle. 2 sniper rifles actually queued up. So they do have 2 pawns left that are healthy. They still have a chance here. Raptor, or Aragon and Knight, so to speak, they're shooting at something here, and the Padres are on the move again. What is Padre up to? They're walking right through some turret fire, but they don't seem to care. I am very curious where Padre is going right now. Look at all the components. Oh, Padre got forced out of his home by blue. Yeah, the Bradford Blues, they pushed right in, and they're taking all the components right now, and they're now saying this is ours. But Padre has something to say about that. He's going to go to their base, and he looped around a long way. Maybe to create some confusion. Although, where's this Padre going? What is on this man's mind? I have no idea. And it looks like the Bradford Blues, yeah, they did stab a few of the Padres at their base, and they finally did get their revenge. Now, we do see 2 Padres remaining. They are not out yet, but that man with a knife and the drugs in his system is going to be very hard to take down. Few good punches in, a stun or 2 there. Looks like one ugly P dropped, line 1 dropped, and right now the Blues are looking the strongest, honestly. The Padres' early aggression, legendary, did not end the game by any means. And meanwhile, the Blues were taking their substances and their knives, and If I were them, I would try to finish this. They have a component lead, but you have the knives right now and the yayo in your system. There are only 2 yellow members left. Oh, he's not out of it. 1 Padre member left. A few red members left. Absolute carnage. Blue is looking like they're going to win this with a very, very aggressive strategy. And it looks like we did actually tick over to day 2, so let me check that over. Turret is going to take some shots at Padre here as he tries to walk by. He's not interested in violence anymore. He's a changed man, and he's going to go into this cave, I think, and build a wall. Yeah, that is exactly what he's going to do. But he's going to build the wall on the wrong side here because he needs to carry them through if he's not careful. He picks it up. He's going to go into his mine, and he's going to box himself in. Raptor does have the sniper rifle done. Sniper rifle will outrange the mini turret by a decent amount. Actually, a very large amount. So he's going to be able to start to get some fire down on Aragon. Takes him out right there. Boom. 1 shot. Aragon has only 2 pawns up left. 1 for Knight, 1 for Aragon. And look at the range on that sniper rifle. I always forget how long range that weapon is, but it's absolutely insane how far it can shoot. They do also have a drug lab, so they're trying to get some yayo made, I believe, or a tea possibly, but looks like they're going for Flake. Flake is definitely the riskiest of the bunch, but it is the most effective, and Aragon here is going to quickly get his crack pipe out and take some Flake in the system, and this might be exactly what they need. Looks like Raptor has named Pawn Raptor Revenge, so they are going to try to get back into this. But the problem here is these weapons are great and they have a little fight, but end of the day, there is a team that is significantly ahead of the rest. And they have their knives, they have their drugs. Now, it will be interesting though, once this yayo wears off, their mood's going to start to drop and maybe it'll start to affect them. Now, are there any pawns left for purple? That's the next question. Right, that's exactly it. We do have Gassy P in the mine. He's injured, he's about to break, but he is walled up triple thick plasteel wall. He's not giving up, you know, and maybe he needs a break and get the catharsis. That's maybe exactly what he needs. A few more shots off from the sniper rifle. Are they going to try to finish their second one? I don't think they have the materials. They might be just going for that assault rifle instead. There is some Psych IT, and they do have a steel mini turret for some defense, so they're not completely defenseless here. And the Psych IT will actually help prevent them from needing to sleep as well, so that's useful. I do like to see the Flake come out. It's definitely inferior to Yayo in the long run. In the short run, though, it's going to give them the pain tolerance that they need. I think he's administering some Flake right now, maybe to wake him up and get him conscious. I'm not sure. Looks like he is conscious, and there we go. No longer capable of walking. So they managed to throw some Flake into Aragon 1 and bring him back to life. Now, the problem here is Raptor has a sniper rifle, has the range, and he is a little bit upset from last game. So I think he's going to keep that covering fire down. Aragon needs to watch out here before that shot just rips into him. Ooh, just misses barely. And Raptor and Knight haven't given up. Props to them for that. Or sorry, Aragon and Knight have not given up yet. Respect. They're going to try to hold this one out. And same for Yellow. Yellow's going to try and make some weapons. You know, assault rifles might be the answer here that you need. Because right now they're not developing in any technology. Blue is actually just sticking right now, it looks like, with their knife rush. So I'm not sure if they're going to be able to close this one out if they're not careful. They probably could just go right now and try to do it. But on the flip side, if they give this team time to get an assault rifle, if there's turrets up, they might actually have the defense they need to hold them off. What are they doing? Looks like they are building some floors, so maybe a little bit of mood management. Where is the other pawn? There he is, Raptor Assistant. Oh, we can always take the overlay look too. So right now we see blue at the bottom here. Is that a purple pawn that's still alive? He's been stabbed though, right? He's not coming up. Yeah, he's done. All right, so we do see the one purple team here. If we look at the overlay, we do see right on top 2 yellow pawns, Raptor and Raptor's Assistant. Top right looks like there are, I think, 3 functional red pawns. 1, 2, and 3. And they're currently using Flake to stay functional. So functional is being used very loosely here. And then blue team pretty much controls the whole south side of the map. It will be curious to see how blue ends up pushing this lead. Now, they can just win off components if they're feeling like they want to just play this safe. They have the lead, and it's highly, highly unlikely anyone gets them. But you don't do that sort of aggressive play if you weren't trying to polish up. Now, right now, they have a few avenues. They could go to the left of the mine, and they could try to finish off yellow and then work their way over to red. There's going to be a lot of bullet fire, and that's probably what they're worried about. If I were them, I would probably actually just hug the right, go finish off Aragon and Knight, get red team, kill them here, and then you can loop up, ignore the turrets in the south, and then just take out the sniper. You will be quicker with the Yayo on your system too, and you just have numbers. They have such a number lead right now. Does it open them up to risk? Technically, yes. So they could just sit on the components in their base right now, and if they want to do that and play it safe, fair enough, all power to them, but I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Yeah, this is an interesting build. So autocannon is very defensive. That tells me that they're interested in turtling and taking their lead and winning off of it. And you know what? Fair enough. Sometimes it's just nice to get that win. Now, the flip side here, though, is that sniper rifle can outrange an autocannon. So he needs to be a bit careful. Now, Aragon is moving up, and Raptor still is not done with red team. Missing a few of these shots. It looks like red is unpacking their turrets, though. So what they could do here is they could unpack the turrets and then try to move them up to a forward posture. We've seen it done before. And of course, one of the strongest items you actually can make in Rimworld, the Burka. The Burkas come out. That's a really, really high level play. I like to see that one. As you can see, it's 8% sharp resist. 8% sharp resistance, so it's pretty much up there with marine armor when you think about it. And that's going to give them the extra advantage, I think. And I'm starting to actually favor yellow. You know, once you get that Burka on, that sniper rifle, you really turn them into the Burkinator. And at that point, there's not much you can do. Now, question is, what's red going to do with those turrets they picked up in their inventory? Are they going to try to migrate down? Oh, and this is great. So if you weren't aware, when you pick up a battery, you can uninstall it. It keeps its charge. So right now, essentially what Knight has in his inventory is a mobile plasteel turret. He can put the battery down that's charged up. You can see 100 out of 100. And then he can put the turret down right beside it. And it's just instantly going to be operational. Looks like Aragon is pushing up a little bit here too. Blue is aware. Sage is thinking about going and finishing this. But I don't think he's aware what these guys are holding. Yeah, so he's going to push up here. And they need to install this ASAP, though. Oh, are they going to take too long? Can you get it done? No, no, they need one more. The turret is up, though. The turret is up. Oh, and there's more blue coming in. Oh, it's too bad they didn't get that second one up. Now, Knight can hide behind the turret here and maybe hope that they're not going to take him down. He does have Flake in the system, too, so pain tolerance is high, and that's it. Red team's out, but that's going to take out 2 members of blue, and looks like they did get a little bit of revenge here. If Sage tries to destroy this turret, it's probably going to blow up and kill him. Oh, and he uninstalled it. You actually can't do that. Yeah, so I'm going to have to tell Sage that after. I'm not going to pause it right now because it's a fun match. It's not a tournament match, but you're not allowed to uninstall other teams' items. So that's going to be something I'm just going to need to make sure they're aware of. Yeah, and it looks like he's trying to pick up the battery too. I'm just going to quickly pop in the chat room, make sure they know they can't use that battery. Hey, gentlemen. Reminder, you can't uninstall another team's items, and you can't pick them up and take them. So technically, that turret should have killed one of your pawns. Sage 1. You definitely would have dropped to that turret.
Sage 1 then, yeah.
Yeah, so if you could stab him and not use that battery, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Let's throw this battery in a corner.
All right, so looks like they're going to rectify the issue here. They did pick up that battery, and it wouldn't have made them win the game by any means, but it would have led to one pawn dying. So they're not going to use that battery, and now they're going to take out one of their pawns. So we will equalize what happened. On the top side, 2 Burkas. I love to see it. Look at these guys, ready for war. Question, do they have 2 sniper rifles, though? That would be my first thought here. one sniper rifle, and the other one is carrying a block of wood. So, no, just the one sniper rifle right now. They do need the second one. It looks like Sage 1 is going to get put down here pretty quick. They just have him in a corner for now. They're not using him, so that is perfectly fine. And we have a pretty good group of guys. No one means to go against the rules. Sometimes it's just not familiarity. And that's perfectly fine. It happens as long as everyone's willing to adjust and make sure it's a fair game. We typically make it so you can't uninstall their team stuff, so you can't just walk up and, you know, disconnect their turrets or something like that. It just wouldn't be fair gameplay. And you could argue that all his pawns were down, so it didn't matter, but it would have killed another pawn. That turret 100% would have killed another pawn. If he tried to destroy its plasteel, it would take a while, and it would have shot him quite a bit when he tried to run away. So it's nice when everyone's on the same page, and those guys are great guys. Sage and Hey Ray, they're more than happy to make that adjustment to make sure this is a fair match. Now, on a more interesting and fun note, the double burkas are up, right? And this leaves a question: what is the next play? I thought I was going to see that assault rifle come out or the sniper, but right now they're really going for neither, and I wonder if that's just because they don't have the components available. And right now it kind of looks like that. They do only have one component, actually 3 in the base. They're mining a few more here, and they do have a few more rocks, so that might be the plays. They get a few more components up. They also could just go and steal some from the other side. There's a few on the ground right there. Oh, and it looks like Raptor actually was doing some forward posturing here, and he did get shot once. Oh, and he's going to lose the sniper rifle now. That's a shame. The horde is coming too. The sages with the knives, and yeah, they're going to take him down. The Burka's not enough protection for this much aggression, and looks like Sage 4 is now equipped with a sniper rifle, and he is ready for war. And they're probably going to finish him too, I would suspect. Oh, they strip him down. Are they going to wear the burqa? Oh, I love these guys. That is some top tier gameplay right there. So they have officially stolen a sniper rifle and a burqa. That's a pretty catastrophic loss for yellow team, unfortunately. And now they do have the one person geared up, but they do not have the weapon. Now, interesting enough, actually, Knight 4 is back up. Looks like he has actually stood up from his wounds, and Red's still in it, so Aragon and Knight are actually not out of it yet. Raptor might have something to say about that. And whatever happened to Gassy Padre? That's my next question here. I don't see him anywhere on the map. I'm really curious now. There he is. So Padre has actually returned to his base, but Hey Ray has something to say about it, and he's going to try to put Padre down. Padre just wants peace. He just wants to hang out and hide behind his walls. So looks like Blue is not going to allow that, though, and they're going to gear up. And ooh, goes into melee range with Padre with the knife. Oh, and puts him down with one little whiplash there of the butt of the rifle. Gonna pick up the 40 components, and I guess that was it. Padre mined out a bunch of components and brought it back, so that's why Blue couldn't let that go. Blue is currently pushing up into turret. Not the best call. Let's see if he can beat the turret, though. 70%. We've all been there before playing Rimworld. You're pushing into a mercenary base, trying to destroy a turret, and you realize they are tankier than you expect. And if you try to fight in close range, you're going to lose. So Blue actually is going to take some casualties there. And it looks like red and yellow have made peace, I think. Right now, he's not attacking Knight 4. Knight 4, oh, Knight 4 is a wild man. I take it all back. Red is out of this game. Yep, you can't control that. Looks like one of their pawns that was alive has deserted. So essentially, all we have is Raptor in the burqa with the wood equipped versus Blue team. Blue team's coming to finish, and if they kill him, this will be GG right here. Almost at the end of day 2 anyways, though, so game's going to end very shortly one way or another. Is there any chance that Blue doesn't win? Pretty much no. They take down Gassy. Yeah, of course they did. They probably finished him too. And yeah, Hey Ray's just going to push up here. We're going to let Raptor have his final stand, though, of course. He has the wood log. He has the burqa. And he definitely is looking to do something with this. Now, I wonder if he can take down Ray 3. Ray 3 has been damaged quite a bit already. And Yayo's about to leave the system. He might just drop here. Raptor could just run in and get a few good hits. I do hear shooting again. Looks like that turret got a few pops, maybe in a Ray 4. Ray 4 has the burqa, though, as well. So this could be a battle off of the burqas here. That'd be interesting to see for sure. Looks like they're both tending up a little bit. Bit of a stalemate. I'm going to throw them on 2x there for them just to speed it up there. Oh, it looks like more shots. Blue is pushing right up to the turrets here, and this is actually going to start to shred them. Another guy does. Oh my god. Is there a chance that Raptor pulls it back here because Blue pushes into the turrets? It's not completely off the table right now. Raptor is healing up. Looks like they are starting to get a bit more careful. They're going to try to go behind. How many pawns are left though here? Oh, there's no chance. Yeah, Ray is guarding the component stockpile, and he's not going to let anyone get that. Raptor's walking up with the log, and we're about to see the final stand of Yellow Team as Yellow Team goes with the log to finish this game in the way that's been played so far. Melee and brutal. Oh, and Raptor has a mental break, berserk break. And here we go. Looks like he doesn't have a choice. He has to fight now. He's going after Ray 3. Ray 3 is trying to get some shots in and hold him down. Takes down Ray 3 with the log. He's going to continue on here. Ray 3 actually stands up immediately after. And now Ray 4, the battle of the Burkas, log versus steel. Who's going to win? Ray 4 is coming out with the knife. He's going to go up. Raptor gets the first shot off the log. Whacks him over the head and he drops. Ray 4 takes him out. GG. And that is it. Our winners of this game are going to be Blue Team, and that is Sage and Hey Ray. So congratulations, Sage and Hey Ray, for winning this one. If you guys have been watching and you want to play in a match, there is a Discord link in the description. Hop into Discord, get the PvP title, and hop in the game. We play weekly, 11 a.m. PST, and games are dropping. So anyone's welcome to come play a match before. We have some new players in this one too, and we have lots of new maps. Tournament coming up in March. I think we're about 6 maps right now too, and so far actually this is one of my favorite new ones I've seen. So big shout out to Sage. Actually the gentleman who played today, Sage, he is the one who made this map. So thanks Sage for making this. And until next time, I will see you guys next week.